The best VPN for cloud gaming in 2026, and no, I'm not talking about console setups. I ran GeForce Now and Xbox Cloud Gaming through 5 VPNs to see if any of them could cut ping instead of wrecking it. And by the end of this, you'll know exactly whether a VPN belongs anywhere near your cloud gaming, and the answer flipped what I expected. By the way, there's a link in the description if you want to look it up while I'm talking. That's the ones that I tested. Now, here's the thing that surprised me first. I connected to a NordVPN server near my cloud gaming data center, and my ping on GeForce Now actually dropped a few milliseconds instead of climbing. Most people assume a VPN adds lag every single time. On the wrong server, it does. On the right one, it can route you around a congested path your ISP was forcing you through. That's the whole reason this video exists. So let me back up here a little bit. Cloud gaming is different from normal gaming. The game runs on a server somewhere, and your input travels there and back. That round trip is your latency. On my baseline GeForce Now session, I sat around 22 milliseconds. The moment I connected a random VPN server on the other side of the world, that jumped past 300. Completely unplayable. Inputs felt like typing underwater. But here's where it gets interesting. When I picked a server close to me in Sydney, NordVPN held my ping at 22 to 24 milliseconds. Almost no change from having no VPN at all. That's the rule nobody explains. Distance to the server decides everything in cloud gaming. Pick close and, well, you'll barely feel it. So now the speed side worried me more. Streaming a game at 1080p needs a stable download, and VPNs love to eat your bandwidth. On my Sydney NordVPN test, download stayed at 52 megabits, only 2% below my base speed. Now that's because of NordLynx. It's protocol built on WireGuard, which is lighter and faster than the older stuff that most VPNs still run on. Now TotalVPN was noticeably heavier here, dropping around 8% on the same city. Still fine for a stream, but you can feel it's not built the same way. That gap matters, but it's not the real reason people run a VPN for cloud gaming. This is the part most tutorials skip. The actual payoff is playing games that aren't in your region. Some titles launch on GeForce Now in certain countries months before yours. So I connected to NordVPN to a US server, opened GeForce Now, and a game locked out of my library was suddenly right there, playable. Same trick works for regional pricing and early releases. The catch is you need a server close enough to that region that your ping stays alive, which is exactly why the distant rule from earlier keeps mattering. There's a safety layer here too. Threat protection blocks the sketchy ads and trackers you hit while browsing game stores, and the kill switch cuts your connection if the VPN ever drops, so your real IP never leaks mid-session. Now, it's a no logs policy, and it has been independently audited, so there's genuinely nothing stored to hand over. So here's the verdict. If you play GeForce Now or Xbox Cloud Gaming and you want the lowest ping with almost no speed loss, then NordVPN is the one. It held 98% of my speed on a nearby server, kept latency basically untouched, and opened region-locked games in seconds. It's the complete package, not just an IP hider. Now, if you're on a tighter budget and mostly want the region unlock trick without paying premium, well, TotalVPN does the job. Just expect a bit more speed drop and slower long-distance servers. Now, if you're already going to grab one, then use the links below. It takes only a couple seconds of your time. NordVPN gets you 74% off plus 3 free months right now, and TotalVPN is 80% off if you want the cheaper route. Those links are also how the channel keeps running, so thank you for your help, guys. And that's the answer to the question that I opened up with. A VPN doesn't ruin cloud gaming. On the right server, it quietly does the opposite.